Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, welcome to another episode, not an episode, but another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. So, I just went on X and I saw an interview. I guess everybody's doing interviews with Unrivaled, and I caught a video with Courtney Williams. She was sat down with NBC reporter Natalie Esquire, and they was talking about free agency and what it looked like. And Courtney Williams did not hold back anything when it came down to the Indiana Fever, talking about the moves that they made. So let me let you listen to what she had to say.
There's also a lot of movement going on in the WNBA. There was so much movement during free agency. And you guys are all at Unrivaled while all this movement is happening. And I know like the Lynx did not have as much activity as everyone else, but just what is your reaction to all the movement in the WNBA this free agency season?
I mean, I think it's exciting. I mean, anytime you seeing all of these players that you're used to seeing in certain jerseys about to be in a different environment with a different organization, like that's gonna be crazy, man. I thought AT about to be in Phoenix. That was crazy for me because I'm like, dang, okay, DB going to Indy, Natasha Howard going to Indy. Like Indy about to be stacked. Like Indy about to be looking good. I'm not gonna lie, like Indy about to be a little scary. Like we ain't scared, but they gonna be a little scary for other people. Feel me?
So yeah, I mean, like I said in my last couple of videos, is that Indiana made everybody step their game up when they hit free agency, because nobody knew what the Indiana Fever was going to do. Nobody knew the moves that the Indiana Fever was going to bring. People wondered. We talked about Satu Sabally coming to the Indiana Fever for months, and it didn't happen. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, the Indiana Fever signed Natasha Howard. One of the moves that nobody expect. Then all of a sudden, you know, Indiana was into a trade that got Sophie Cunningham and Jaylen Brown to the team. Then you turn around, look, boom, Rebecca Lobo was reporting saying, hey, Indiana Fever's in contention, but they need one more piece. And they was like, ooh, if they got somebody like DeWanda Bonner, it would have put them over there. Now, a lot of people was like, nah, not DeWanda Bonner. She's her girlfriend, fiance, they would play together in Connecticut. It's not going to work, whatever. And a lot of people thought, DeWanda Bonner was going to go actually to Phoenix with AT, but that didn't happen. Lo and behold, boom, signing DeWanda Bonner, Indiana Fever. They did a rollout, but the main catalyst of it all was the re-signing of Kelsey Mitchell. That was the main catalyst. Once we locked down Kelsey Mitchell, it opened the door for anybody that come to the Indiana Fever. That's why the Indiana Fever didn't sign nobody until they took care of Kelsey Mitchell. Now, if they wasn't going to prioritize Kelsey Mitchell, I think they would have had a way to sway Satu Sabally to come to Indiana. I just think that Kelsey Mitchell was the main priority, and that's why they didn't want to go after Satu Sabally. Because think about this. We haven't heard anything about Satu's contract, whether it's a one-year deal or she signed for longer term. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if the new CBA is going to core again. So there's a possibility that the Indiana Fever could just wait it out 1 year and then swoop in and grab her. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have the money. We all know that Satu wants to play with Sabrina and her sister in New York. But what if that doesn't happen. You know, where she's going to go. Is she going to be happy in Phoenix? So that's a lot of things that you have to take about with this 1 year for everybody. What if the Indiana Fever goes all the way and win the WNBA title? You definitely know in 2026, a lot of people is going to look to get the Indiana because, hey, they just won a title. You got to think about it. Caitlin Clark's still young. Leah Boston's still young. Kelsey Mitchell's probably most likely going to resign and have a better contract that she had this year. You're going to keep her locked in for probably another 3 years under a contract. Boom, you ain't have to worry about her no more. Then, if you want to, you probably resign Natasha Howard. You probably resign DeWanna Bonner as she elect to leave, or decide to leave. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be more opportunities next year for the Indiana Fever to make their roster look even better than what it is this year. But knowing what it has done this year and put a lot of opponents on notice is something that I love, because I like Courtney Williams. She's not, to me, I like her. I love watching her play. And she alluded to, well, her team is going to be good, but she's like, hey, Indiana looking good. Indiana look scary, and that's the truth. A lot of people, you look at what the Chicago Sky has done. They're giving up picks, just to contend. They need to contend. It's not just about trying to beat the Fever. It's about contending, because you got the Fever 5 times. And if you lose to them 3 out of 2, or y'all, or whatever the pace, or you lose them 5 times, it don't really matter what your roster look like. It's all about competing, because not just you competing with the Indiana Fever, you competing with the other 13 teams in the league right now. And then you got LA that has made moves. They're looking pretty decent. Dallas, hopefully they look somewhat respectable. Atlanta Dream, they got 2 bigs they signed with Brianna Jones and Brittany Griner. Don't know what that team gonna look like. Then you got the Seattle Storm to sneaked in behind the back door. You got Connecticut still adding a few pieces to their team. Don't know what that roster is gonna fully look like. So, and like I said, at the end of the day, all of these people are probably signing 1-year deals and not really taking a long-term contract just to see what's out there for next year. And like I said, if Indiana Fever goes out and win the WNBA title, you think the tension is not going to be on Indiana now? It's going to be on them even more, because a lot of people going to want to play for Indiana. A lot of people going to want to come to Indiana and play and try to win the title. That's what it is. It's going to want to sign, because you got 2 players that's on rookie contracts, Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston, and you got a team that's intact. All you got to do is add the pieces. And you best believe the way Kelly and Amber Cox was moving this all season, you best believe they'll be moving even stealthier in next year's all season. So that's my take. Let me know what you think about Courtney Williams saying it's scary. Indiana is scary. So leave your likes, comments below. Until the next episode, I'm Live Wire Sports, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.